Today I'm going to show you 6 fun projects that you can make for your upcoming Disney trip. We'll do some Cricut projects and I'll throw some sublimation projects in there as well. If we're just meeting right now, hi, my name is Nisha. Welcome to Little Craft Nest. This video is going to be filled with fun crafting tips and tricks and you won't want to miss any of them. But before we get into it, I do want to emphasize that these Disney-inspired projects are for personal use only. If you're making Disney projects, even if you bought the file you're using, they will be for personal use. Now, Cricut does have licensed Disney images that they sell, but once again, they're for personal use. You cannot go out and sell these projects. Now, if you wanted to get into selling Disney-inspired items, I would definitely talk with a copyright lawyer. Rules may be different in different countries, so make sure you know what the laws are before you get yourself into trouble. Now, because I'm Canadian, I don't have access to the Disney files on Cricut Design Space. I'm a little disappointed about that, but that just means I need to be a little bit more creative with my designs. So let's get into our first project. When you think Disney, you probably think about all those characters that you know and love, and you probably want a way for your children to collect their favorite Disney characters' signatures. So what I did was head over to the dollar store and I bought a small canvas. I went on to Cricut Design Space and just typed out Disney autographs and then cut that out with some glitter heat transfer vinyl and used my Cricut Easy Press Mini to apply it to the canvas. Now, I put a book underneath so I have a little more support when pressing the design onto the canvas. Now, the first question you're probably asking is, where did you get that font from? If you head over to dafont.com, they have a number of Disney-inspired fonts. Again, these are for personal use only, but if you're making this project for yourself, go ahead and have fun using them. So this font here is called Waltograph, which is perfect for autographs. Even though my children were older, they had so much fun collecting signatures from different characters that they knew. This is such a simple project to make, and when you're bringing this project into the parks, you can store it in a Ziploc bag, bring some magic markers along, and have your favorite characters sign it. I'm hoping to make another project from all the signatures we gathered, so if you want to see that project, make sure you're subscribed to this channel and you've turned on those notifications. The next project I made is also very simple. If you used your Cricut for any amount of time, you have probably done this already. So using that same font we use for our autograph canvas, I typed out the names of the members of my family and cut them out of permanent vinyl. Then I weeded those designs and applied some transfer tape over top and just left them like that and packed them with me on our trip. Now, why you're asking? Because I had planned to purchase the resort refillable mugs, and I know a lot of people have those mugs, and I didn't want our mugs to get mixed up with other people's mugs. So I took those vinyl decals with me, and once we got to the park, I sat by the pool and I put those vinyl decals on our cups. I used my Disney card to scrape them on because I didn't bring a scraper or squeegee tool with me, and that worked really well, and we never got our cups mixed up with anyone else. When most people think family trips, they often think of matching t-shirts. Well, my family wasn't too keen on the idea of matching shirts, so what I did was create a whole pile of different designs in Cricut Design Space, and I let them choose a design that they could put on a shirt. I'm wearing one right now. This was actually done in sublimation, but the rest I did using heat transfer vinyl. So here are some of the designs I came up with. So here's all the designs I created. Let's zoom in and take a closer look. So this top design here, Glass Slipper Company, I made this one for myself. I simply typed out the text and then I found a picture of a shoe. I did this one in gold glitter HTV and put it on a black shirt and it turned out great. And then we have the classic Hakuna Matata. This one is actually a font that I created an offset for, and then I sliced it to get the cool outlined effect here. And then my son absolutely loves Ratatouille, so I had to make him a Gusteau shirt. So again, this is simple. It's just text, some stars, and a silhouette of a spoon. I also made these designs the most expensive day ever and best day ever, but no one wanted those designs and I didn't use them. Again, I got this font here from DeFont, and the font is called Star Jedi Logo. Then I made this one, Ohana means family, and I did this in white glitter and put it on a very colorful shirt. I find a great place to get kids blank t-shirts that actually fit properly is from Old Navy. So sometimes it's hit and miss, but I really like the structure of their shirts. They're not too baggy and bulky. And then over here, I have a Best Day Ever shirt. Now I created this little mouse head here. My daughter really wanted one on her pocket, and that is very simple to create. So I'm gonna show you quickly. All you have to do is go over to Shapes and grab a circle. And then you're gonna duplicate that circle and shrink it down. And then duplicate that small circle and put it on the other side. And then all you have to do is select your 3 circles, go down to the bottom, click on Combine, and then Unite. And then you got a little mouse head, and you could add a bow to this. I got my little bow from Canva because I use Canva so much. I do have a subscription for them. So I just imported this bow, but Design Space also has a number of bows that you could use as well. So that's just very simple to make if you're looking to add a little mouse head to any of your shirts. Then I made this one as just a simple rose and the word beauty. You could use that for Beauty and the Beast or Sleeping Beauty. It works for both characters. And then I created this design, practically perfect in every way. I was gonna make it for myself, but my daughter really wanted this design, so I let her have it. And then I just uploaded a picture of an umbrella and added that in there, and we got a cute Mary Poppins inspired shirt. I also made this one, We Scare Because We Care, which is really fun. And then we have Guardian of the Family instead of Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, I actually cut this one out of glow-in-the-dark heat transfer vinyl, and so this one looked great at night in the parks. I actually wish I did more shirts in glow-in-the-dark vinyl. It would have been so much fun. So if you're thinking about making shirts, definitely see if you can get your hands on some glow-in-the-dark heat transfer vinyl. And then here's the sweater I'm wearing right now. Mother Knows Best. I actually decided to do this one using sublimation ink. Now my shirt is not 100% polyester, which is what you need for sublimation. It's only 40%. And if you want to know how I did this, I did do another video on sublimation on a 40% polyester sweater, so you can go check that out. I'll leave that video linked down below in the description. Oh, and then I just have one more beauty one right here, which is similar to this one. I just put it the other way. It's very simple to get creative with Disney shirt designs. You just have to think of some of your favorite movies, some of your favorite quotes, throw some images and text together, and poof, you've created your own magic and have come up with some great custom shirts. If you've never made shirts with heat transfer vinyl before, I'm not gonna go into all the steps today, but if you're looking for other videos on that, just ask in the comments and I'll direct you towards the right place. The next project I made was a sleeping mask, great for those early morning or late flights, or even if you're traveling by car. Now, this project didn't turn out quite the way I wanted to. I used sublimation for this project. So I found this sleeping mask at the local dollar store and it said 100% polyester, so I got excited and I'm like, well, let's try it. It's only $1, so if it doesn't turn out, no big deal. The problem with this eye mask is that it had a bit of a pillow on the back, so I tried to even it out a little bit by putting socks underneath it when I pressed it, but I still got some wrinkles in this design. The sleeping mask was still functional and we still used it, but if you're planning to do a sublimation mask, I would recommend getting one that doesn't have a little pillow on the back of it. Many years ago, I've also made a sleeping mask using heat transfer vinyl. Now, that was a lot simpler. This mask is getting a little old. My daughter has used it quite a bit, and that turned out very cute as well. So whether you want to do sublimation or heat transfer vinyl for a sleeping mask, it's a fun little project to take along on your next trip. The 5th project I made was a luggage tag. Now, of course, you can make these for any trip at all that you go on, and some of you may be wondering, didn't you get free luggage tags from your Disney trip? Well, again, because I'm Canadian, Disney doesn't send those luggage tags out to us beforehand. and we don't get them till we arrive. So I wanted to make my own luggage tags. I decided to use what I have at home, and I didn't have any luggage tag blanks, but I did have some sublimation keychains. So that is what I used for my luggage tags. For these, I went on to Canva and created a very simple design. All I did was insert a background, insert a castle, and type out family vacation. And then I made a backside as well, threw a little Canadian flag on there with my phone number, just in case my luggage gets lost. I love how these luggage tags turned out. Again, you can make your own luggage tags using heat transfer vinyl. If you're not into sublimation, you can use any material that you want and get creative making your own luggage tag. The last project I made was a lanyard. Now, I wanted to save some money on this trip, so I didn't want to buy the magic bands, which can be quite pricey and add up if you're buying them for every member of your family. So I headed over to the dollar store and picked up some blank lanyards and some little badge ID cards so we could swipe into the parks and into rides. So for this project, I simply typed out my own little fairy tale. I typed out, once upon a time, there was a girl who loved to craft. And so she made lots of fun projects for her family's upcoming Disney vacation. And then I threw a few hearts at the end. Now I did this in glitter purple HTV. I was debating between glitter and gold. I think I should have went with gold. It would have popped a little more on the black. The purple kind of blends in and it's hard to see. Then I used my Cricut Easy Press Mini to apply the design to the lanyard. I made a bit of a mistake by not putting it on straight enough, but no one could really tell except for me. And this lanyard was super cute to take along on our trip. I hope this video inspired you to get creative for your upcoming vacation. Let me know what your favorite project is in the comments, and I hope to see you on more crafting adventures.